Hi lovely people, welcome to the channel. It's G to the A to the I to the L-I-F-Y. How have you been? I hope you've been doing fantastic and I hope you've been great. I'm doing fantastic as well. Springtime, spring is springing. The sun has been out for most of the day today. I'm feeling fantastic, feeling great. The temperature is great. I think it's about 18 degrees in this room without heating. So you can imagine I'm quite stoked. This is sort of around the corner in my neighborhood, and oh my god. I mean, it's not as hot as back in Africa, but obviously I don't want it to be as hot as that in my room now. But actually, to be honest, I don't know what's up with some people. Like, in all my life with the NHS, some people just don't get it. Like, tell you what am I even talking about? So I was just at work recently, and there was this sort of alert newsletter thing that came up on our hospital intranet news email thingy, and one of the trusts in England is looking for two named people, and their pictures were on there. So the problem is, these two people are agency workers, and one of them, the lady, so it was a lady and a guy. The lady had been contracted to work at a hospital, but then when the time came for the shift to be done, instead of the lady, a guy showed up claiming to be the lady. Claiming to have the same name. Some English names are even unisex, so there are some names that can be used for both males and females, like Alex, like Angel, like Grace. Some of those names, they're unisex. Males can use it, females can use it. If people come along with local names, it's difficult to ascertain whether it's a male name or it's a female name. You have to be from that area to know. For instance, if you're a Friday born back in Ghana, in my culture, and you're a lady, you're called Ifya. If you're a guy, you're called Kofi. If you're from a part of the world where you've never heard of Ifya and Kofi, and a guy comes to you and they say they're called Ifya, it's their name. How do you question somebody's name? You cannot, and you should not. I don't know, something probably pricked in the hearts of the nurse in charge or whoever. They were probably expecting a female, or for some reason the name did not click as a male name. I don't know, for some reason, and by whatever means, they did realize that it was a bit awkward, I suppose. And then they asked the guy to present an ID with a name on, just to confirm that it really is him. And the guy did present his ID, and lo and behold, the name was different with his picture on it. And now their faces and their pictures are all over NHS trusts. Obviously, this is a criminal activity. You're talking about people's lives. You're talking about healthcare. If this guy is not qualified to be a nurse, let's say the job role was a nurse. If this guy is not qualified to be a nurse and he's given that role, and the nursing role is quite a heavy one. You do meds, you give injections, you take blood, you do a whole lot of invasive stuff. And let's say this guy hasn't got a clue, or he's got a clue but he's not very good at what he does. They might have a criminal record, they might have harmed people in the past. You don't want to be working with them. Obviously, I know that they are likely to be struck off. How much money are you going to earn from one agency shift? How much money? Is it worth it, putting your pin and your life at risk, and also the lives of other people? I mean, if you are the person offering this sort of job role to this person, you might think, oh, they're a friend and you're trying to help them out to get the money, but then you haven't got a clue what their performance is. And even if you've got a clue, this is not the right way to do things. If people want to work with an agency for a facility, they need to go through the correct procedures. They need to get all the checks in place and everything. So this is just a warning. It's just weird the way some people think and how some people behave is just quite sad. Make sure you're not doing anything like that, and make sure you're being vigilant. Make sure you're checking IDs, especially if you've got a facility that takes a lot of people that are not normally working there, like workers that are not normally employed, people coming in as bank from outside, people coming in as agency, people who are not normally known in the trust. Make sure you're doing a due diligence check. ID is very important. Make sure you're checking everybody's ID so that you know that they are who they say they are, and you check it against the roster. Make sure this is the person you are expecting. You don't want to have any trouble on your hands. On that note, I am going to leave you guys and continue to enjoy my wonderful springtime sunshine, which is now dimmed. The sun is gone now. Well, the issue I'm talking about is quite grim, so I've just chased the sun away, but I believe it's going to be back out soon. So until I see you guys next time, peace out.